I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy, 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 boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Jamaica's Reggae Boys will battle old rivals Trinidad and Tobago's Soca Warriors in two friendly internationals this month. First battle is on Saturday, March 11 at the Catherine Hall Sports Complex in Montego Bay starting at 6 p.m.
Then they meet again on Tuesday, March 14 at the office in Kingston starting at 7 p.m.
Grandstand at $3,000, bleachers $1,000, VVIP in Mabay $4,000. Come witness head coach Hamer Holgrimson's first assignments on local soil with the Reggae Boys, sponsored by
All right. Good morning. This is My Name is Man, and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. This is a great day. I had some early assignment that I had to complete, so those are done. To go out into the corporate world to do some presentation to some people, but blessed be God, it went successfully. It is always good when you get to go out there and do stuff, and people are very pleased with what you share with. Maybe I should give you. Should I? One of the days I'm going to when I do one of my presentations, right? I'm going to come back to the forum and kind of share with you some of the leadership stuff that I go and do. Maybe when I return to the island in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be leaving. So when I return, maybe I'll do one of those. Just have like a leadership day and do some stuff on that from one of the presentations that I'm going to be doing. All right. But welcome to the platform, all of you. So good for you to be here, every single one of you, right? Continue to give thanks for the day. For today, you're alive, right? And once we have life, we give thanks for that life. It is good to be alive. We may not have all the things that we want or need or desire in this life, but we are alive. The fact that we're alive is reason enough to express great gratitude for that life. All right. We give. Yeah. Hey, Jason, you know what? You need to link me up, bro. If you're driving down where I'm gonna be, you need to shout me, right? So Saturday, maybe we can link up Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whenever. So let's Yeah, yeah. Give me a shout. All right. So, people, hope all is well. I know there's lots of questions to be answered and many persons have questions to ask. But I know some of you have seen this interview. So I'm going to play the interview that the coach did yesterday, like the pre-match interview, kind of sort of looking at what to expect for this game. The quality is not the best, but you'll at least to hear his thoughts. We're going to play that. But in terms of breaking news in our local Premier League, news surfaced this morning that Donovan Duki, head coach at Mobile United, he has parted way, um, you know, with the club. All reports is that by mutual consent, the relationship has ended. And so Donovan Duki will no longer be at the helm at Mobile United. We also understand that one more Brazilian will be joining the ranks at Mobile United. Yes, one more Brazilian will be there. We don't know the name yet, but he'll be taking up the lead position there at Mobile United. All right. So that's good to know that more coaches are coming in. Always very curious to find out. So next week, hopefully, we'll be able to hear from Donovan Duki or Mr. Arville Powell about that. Because for this particular program, we want to focus on our national team and that of Trinidad and Tobago. Again, welcome to all our friends in Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the Caribbean, right? We say not just Caribbean, but one, CARICOM, but one Caribbean. You understand me? I always believe that as a Caribbean people, that we are better when we are together than we are apart. Okay. In JPL action yesterday, right? Arnett Gardens and Mobile United played to a 1-1 score line, and Molines won their game, right? Molines, they won their Monday night fixtures, sorry. So let me give it, yeah, they defeated Veer, and Harborview defeated Humble Lion by a goal to nil. I don't know, crazy goalkeeping by the Humble Lion goalkeeper, Krista J. Daly, getting that one. Molines won by 4 goals to nil over Veer. Very surprising result there. And so Mount Pleasant didn't play. So what that means is that Mount Pleasant, having played 17 games, they're on 36 points. Arnett lead the table with 37 points from 18 games. Cavaliers are third. They have 36 points. Harborview move up fourth on 29, leading Humble Lion by goal difference. And Waterhouse, they have moved into, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. They have moved into sixth place ahead of Dumby Holden. All right. Now, um, yes. So people, listen. A lot of the persons, right? Let me just say this. A lot of the persons is very tough because a lot of the persons want me to always send them because I have so many of my subscribers that I can send the link to. So some don't want it and some want it, right? So sometimes it's hard to know those who want the 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 link and those who don't want the link. So here's what. Every now and then you have to check the no, yeah, every now and then you have to check the notification to make sure that you're getting the notification from the show because we have two big things coming up. One is coming up today at around 6:30, and then there's a next big, massive thing coming up on Friday. Yes, on the platform. All right, we're having a major launch on Friday of a product that is going to help many of our local coaches in Jamaica. Um, Lots of financial resources lots of financial resources are going to be poured into coaching, right? And so we have that big launch of this particular program. It will be this Friday, right here on I Am Sure Sports. So make sure, right? Yeah, that you tune in to that. So Friday, we're gonna have that, and then this evening, you don't want to miss this one. It will be up at 6:30. 6:30 this evening, right here, and I Am Sure Sports. It all begins. All right, it all begins 6:30 today, right here on I Am Sure Sports. All right, so just want to share those with you. All right, now let's get into the show again. Welcome. If you have not yet hit the like button, go ahead and do so right about now. All right, so City also play RB Leipzig in Champions League action today. City will be at home. They need to win as away goals don't count anymore. That's the new rule in all European competitions. All right, we're going to talk about players have last chance to stamp their authority, right? And I think this is both for Jamaican players and for the Trinidad and Tobago players. Welcome, Sure Improvement, Boss Thomas, Demo, Fresh God, Brain Drain, Jason. I see one Trini so far, Romain, Gidara Singh, bless up yourself, Mr. United, KS Sports TV, and all of the others who are watching Elite Sports, Ryan LFC, Wayne Evans, Tennessee from Tennessee. You understand me? Not 10 hug people, 10 UC, not 10 hugs. He doesn't support. Tennessee, which team you support? Jason Guna in the building. Coach Karumi in the building as well. Coach Karumi, for those of you who don't know, he was a part of that Tivoli team that won a cup this season. You understand me? Big up Coach Karumi. Dr. Dan, do you know that one of my neurologist friends, right? Very one of the top neurologists. Okay, neurologists is different. They are different from neurosurgeons. All right, he's an elder. Call him elder, right? But his name is Dr. Dan, not DON, but DAN. Dr. Dan. All right. So when I see Dr. Don, I always remember Dr. Dan. All right. When my sister had to do brain surgery and all of that, he was the person who really helped us through that very tough time. Tom Stranger up, Sham 6 up, Triple E, not Triple X. Right? Yeah, Steph Curry up and running. You understand me? Where is Cataract? Cataract, you need to come on the platform today. Do not tell me today that you have play a song, a Spanish town. You need to come on the stream today, and please do not give any prediction on the game this evening, but please come on and tell us what happened in the last game. The people want to see you. Marlon, up and running. Yeah, up and running. All right. We need to see your Cataract. Yeah. So people, you need to tune in to I Am Sure Sports 6:30 this evening. Well, I know that there's daylight saving time. So in the United States, it would be 7:30. So, hey, listen, I got one of the funniest messages after the video yesterday, right? Somebody messaged and said, we are the quote unquote stupid ones. We expect someone who goes by the name Cataract to be able to see in the future. Hey, boy. Yeah, I could not believe it. The man sent a message said that we are the stupid ones. If we believe that someone with the name Cataract can see in the future, Cataract, you need to come and respond to that. The man said there's no way you can ever. You can't take anything that Cataract says. Because, I mean, listen to the man name, Cataract. You expect the man to see see the future if you name Cataract. Yeah, it's one of my problems. So you can't take anything you say. I'm taking it with a grain of salt. Because but we go cataract, you understand me? But yeah, let's I'm going to play for you the coach's presser, just a very brief interview, and then we're going to talk a little bit about it, and then we are going to let me see if I can. All right, so let's do this first. Let's get up the video here. Yeah, so let's go back here. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to play this for you, right? Cataract, really, we need to see you in a cataract. You can't be hiding out like that. You're an ultra. You are an ultra cataract. You are an ultra. And ultras don't hide. Ultras don't hide cataract. Ultras don't hide. So you have to come out and show your face. Big up Badger, man in Canada. People, again, remember, you have to help us with this. The planning now. We need the help and support of the people. You understand me? Let me see if I can get this now that this is happening. Let's go here and go here. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Is it here? All right, all right. I need to do it some other way. So let me. Yeah, so I'm going to play that for you, and then we are going to discuss, what the coach is saying. So let me go here, here, here. Yeah. All right. Cataract. We calling you in a cataract. We need to cataract. We need to hear from you. We need to see you. Can somebody text him, please? Oh, he's building some new. He's building. I will find him. I'll find him today at the game. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will find him today. I will find him. Somehow, some way I shall find him. I shall find. I shall find him. So let's listen to the coach.
Well, it's good. It's good. I really would like to give credit to the boys. They've been very professional in everything they have been doing. It's the first national team camp for a lot of players. So I would give them a lot of credit for how they have behaved, how they have trained on meetings. We are just trying to build something to explain our emphasis in football. So yeah, I've been really happy with the players. Of course, nobody likes to lose. I'm not going to say you should never say after losing a game that it's not about winning or losing this camp, but it's more about giving players a chance to show what they can do if they can be a part of the next camp, for the Mexico camp, the Gold Cup. Can they be a part of that, or are they not ready? Can we wait? Do we need to wait a year for them to be ready, etc.? So we just on training, on matches, we are evaluating, where we are with these guys, and of course they are of being in the first team. So yeah, I'm happy with the camp with itself. Nobody likes losing, but we are happy with the camp. Hopefully we can turn the loss to a win in the next game. But it's not about that. We have already before decided who will play, and we would like to see everyone in the squad play. And we like to give everyone a chance to show what they can do, and they deserve it.
Coach, obviously it's not just about result, but performance as well. Part of the performance comes from the opponents of play. What do you make of Trinidad, and do you think that based on what you saw from the last game, they were giving you enough to really test yourselves to get ready for the squad?
Yeah, more than enough they won. So they probably were happy with their performance in the match. I'm not particularly worried about what they are doing. I have enough with what we are doing. So we are just focusing on Jamaica and the players for us. It's a competitive team, Trinidad. So I give them a lot of credit. They were organized. They were difficult to break down, and I think we have to give them credit for the way they played. It was tough. We have to focus on us.
And also, Saturday was your first game here in Jamaica in front of a home crowd. What was that experience like for you? And were there any jitters for you knowing that you have to perform in front of your home fans for the first time?
No, it's not the first time I play in front of a home crowd with the national team, so I know everything about that. Yeah, I would like the people here, of course, to support the players and give them the help they need to win the matches and perform good. That's the only thing I ask for. What people say about me doesn't matter at all.
What about the venue? You're at National Stadium now. How much you're seeing the surface as opposed to Mobile? What do you make of it?
This one is the best pitch in the country I've seen so far. So all the credit to the people working on the pitch here. Respect to them. So but it is what it is. And every time I come, everybody asks about the surface. But this is just my opinion. I tell my opinion. But when it comes to playing, we have to accept what we have. So I'm not complaining about the pitch once we are at games. It is what it is, and we have to just adapt to the circumstances.
Coach, in terms of approach and performance, what exactly are you looking for from your players tomorrow?
No, we should be now. Given the first game, I said before, a lot of players played the first national team game, first senior national team game. Even some were playing the first game for Jamaica. And a lot of them are really young players. So we have to give them a slack. For some, it's maybe too much. So we are just looking at that, where the players are. Tomorrow we'll play probably we'll play all the players that didn't play and participate in the game, the first game. So we will see new faces again, new players playing with each other. So you can see in the match in Montego Bay that the understanding between the players were not maybe perfect because they have never played. So somebody wanted it short, the pass came long. Somebody wanted it long, the pass came short. So not only technical mistakes, but also misunderstanding between players, and that happens when you have new players, especially new players and young players playing together for the first time.
Coach, of course, the squad will get together again next week. What are the plans going forward? Because everything that you do now will be pointing toward Mexico. What are the plans going forward?
No, Mexico is just one step into the World Cup until 26. I would say this game in Mobe was a good one. Was a good prep for the future. We gave some players the first cup. We gave them experience, and we could see are they ready for the future. That is where we are looking at when we have these. So it's not about the result and the performance today. It's about finding the players who can take us to the World Cup.
All right. So there you go. All right. So there you go. All right. So first thing, let's talk about a couple of things. Let's talk about the interview and the quality, and then we talk about the content. All right. Not wanting to be overly critical because we have got some information, but if management were doing this, it would be okay. Because or say a military governor or a Ryan LFC or IMAXit or a coach's desk, it would be okay because people say that, oh, you're just vloggers, you're YouTubers and you don't understand media. That is how sometimes persons who vlog are viewed when compared to what you call mainstream media. But this right here is not good. This should have been done in a better place at a better time. I will also, So I don't want to be overly critical. I remember when one of the first interview I did with Wally Downs when he was coaching Mount Pleasant last season. So in asking him the question, I remember I think I said the scoreline wrong, and he walked away because he was basically saying, "Listen, you interviewed me and you can't even get the scoreline right." And I said, "Come on, man." He ended up coming back and do the interview. So, and remember now, we're talking about highly professional media houses. You have to do better. You have to do better. Yes, maybe everybody is trying to see, boy, maybe it is a competition from the vloggers, right? Why people are rushing to get these things done? Like there's such competition going on the vloggers, right? So maybe it's that, right? However, if you know how these things are, the media houses have the equipment. So when it goes to like TVJ, Sportsmax, or they remove the wind. So if you listen to it on the radio, it sounds completely different because they are able to remove the sound. They also take out the question when they play it. So all they play is the coach's response. However, the quality of the interviewed must be proper because you don't know who is going to play it back. Or people need to be told that you can't play it because this quality is not a good representation. That's just kind of basic stuff. Okay? So that's something to deal with. Now, it also says to me, going back to the Montego Bay game, that there needs to be a level of control over the space and what is done in the space with the national coach and the players. I think somebody said it earlier. I think Demo was having a conversation with Tennessee and somebody else about some of the questions that were asked of like Omari Hutchinson by one particular interviewer, right? And the interview had nothing to do with how Omari played. It was centered around a next player. Remember, you're asking a player who could be competing with the player to talk about the player. What was the player supposed to say? He's not good. He's not ready. What was the player? What was the point of the question? Now, again, since I've been doing this, I've been around persons in media. And what happens sometimes is that there are several persons asking questions. So I normally, when I go to the football games, the JPL games, I normally have a minimum of 20 questions. Right? 20 questions. And here's why I have so many questions. Because somebody else may ask the questions that you have. So what you do, you put your mic there. You put your mic there to capture some of that. And then you ask questions that have not been asked before. Or you wait until everyone else is done and then you ask the proper questions, or you ask questions that have not been asked. Now, this was an opportunity for somebody to ask Omari as an example. Now that you haven't been in the Chelsea's first team, how do these games help you in your preparation to force yourself back into the Chelsea team? Those are the kind of questions you need to ask the player, man. Because the other player that you're asking him about is there. You could go and ask the other players that. I want you to understand that. Ask the player, listen, Omari, I mean, you have not been a part of the Chelsea's first team. You're here. How important is your performance in this game to get you back into the Chelsea's team? We have a game coming up against Mexico. I mean, what do you need to do in the second game to ensure that you're a part of that squad? Those are the questions we want. And you have to write them down because in the moment when there are so many persons, you need to make sure you stay right. Because here's what happened. When those questions are asked, people go and can remember now, oftentimes when interviewers ask questions, they write a story, especially newspaper one, a story based on one of the points that has nothing to do with the complete context of the interview. It's a pet peeve of mine. And that is why you must be very careful about giving interviews. And that is why sometimes some of the players don't give interviews. Because I've heard players say, what kind of stupid question that you're asking me? Like one of the questions that was asked of the coach, and we have Demo coming on. One of the questions that was asked of the coach was about, is the first time you're playing in front of home fans? And he said it right. I have played in front of home fans before. It's the first time you're playing in Jamaica with the Jamaican fans. That's the question. Not home fans. If he was a club coach, he would have played in front of home fans. If he was a national team coach for Iceland, he would have played before home fans. Hello. All right, but Demo, what say you? And then I'm going to go into what are some of the more salient points.
Yeah, man. Big up everybody and everybody in the comment section. Big up yourself. I know the date is probably wrong, but pardon me just the thing. So man, I just had a question because like me say, I know I raised it in the comments and stuff. Because to me, I don't know, and you probably know more than me. That's why I'm a call for ask. What is the procedure for these people to just go and ask? You just randomly, because you have a badge around your neck, you can just go ask the players and the coaches questions and do an interview. Like, me don't know what the process is, so me just do want to get that before, man. You know?
So, and this is what I'm saying. My understanding is that the press officer and the team manager, yes, the Mario McCollum, you can call in, see the number running at the bottom. Both of those persons, should manage the space because in the world, you know what is funny? In the World Cup qualifiers demo,
Mm-hmm.
they had the press room, and so you were in the press room, and then you were given like one or two questions,
Okay.
right? Which means it is more structured and only select persons. No, I watch a lot of games,
Mm-hmm.
and again, even the players who get to speak to the media at specific games are normally designated.
Oh, okay.
So not all Arsenal players are interviewed after Arsenal game, regardless
Exactly.
of who you are.
Yeah.
They will assign, like say, Saliba or captain, vice captain, best player.
Yeah.
Those four players will be. You can't just go around and interview.
Everybody.
There you go. And maybe we need to do that. Because and listen, and you know what is funny, Demo?
Mm.
If the vloggers were the ones causing the problem, I could understand.
No, so that brings me to my next point then. Who was the guy? Like, is he a vlogger? Is he a part of the
No,
media?
you
But-
they work with a major
Oh
newspaper
yeah?
company.
You're kidding. You're
Not, call, not calling any name because I don't want to create any.
wait. So that man who was doing the interview worked with a major newspaper company. That's what you're telling me. All right,
Yeah,
so,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
all right, so I guess then they would have been allowed to ask interviews. No, I I watch a lot of YouTube spaces in a boss, Jamaica content and all. And I don't think there's anybody who would have done any worse than this. So when we see when we see people are still like, you know, the vloggers, they might do this and we are try, well, when I say we, and una try mess up the whole space and we are cause problem in the competition. Like there was a whole big post about this, you know. Say una mash up the space and cause division between the football team and some of the fans and all of this nonsense. And stuff like that is out there. Like Omari just come. And he go come and ask the man all of these ridiculous questions about Whisper. And the fact is, Whisper was right there, you know.
Right
When
beside the man. And I'm saying that what was the youth supposed to say if Whisper is standing next door to him?
and I mean Omari kind of try change the thing and whatever. And when he did actually go on an interview, Whisper appear nonsense. Him ask the man, Whisper appear tell him, I won't answer that. Me not
Hold on,
understand.
caller. Yeah.
I think
Go
I
ahead,
think
Dima.
we need to do better in terms of selecting the people who go and do these interviews. And I know you were saying, you know, the Jamaica team need to select people for actually do the interviews. But I think the interviewers, whoever pick the interviewers, need to do a better job in picking people for go and ask the question him. Because you can't do that, boss. Like you know ask nothing, you know ask the man ask Omari nothing about himself, you know.
Or about the game, or
Or
about
about the game, but not everything was about Whisper, boss. Like how did it feel to play alongside Whisper as a teammate? What do you think he can improve? Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are and I mean, I thought Omar answered well. He never like just bias it out. Him say he's a great kid and him have to work on some things, obviously, but
And
he has a
you know
bright
what is
future.
funny? You know what is funny? They never
Mhm.
asked Whisper about Omari.
But that makes the money, man.
It's good. Jokes.
The
It's kind
man
of
got asked
it was
Whisper.
so hilarious. I was just saying like,
The
am
man
I?
got asked Whisper
You,
talk about
honestly, Dima, we have
Chelsea.
what are the Dima? We have a color, so don't move because
Yeah.
I'm going to get the color. All right. I was saying to myself, is this how I am when I'm in the space? Because I need, if that's me, because it's always important to look in the mirror and check yourself. But let me take this caller, and then we have Ryan as well. So don't move, Dimo. Caller, good morning. It still is. Welcome to the show. Yes, sir.
We can't hear him in the mornings, man.
You're not hearing Dimo?
No, we're not here.
Oh, you're saying
Nothing,
he's not. Ryan, you hearing?
nothing.
People in the
Morning,
comment
morning,
section, people in the
afternoon.
comment section, are you hearing? No. All right. So caller, let me hang up and call you back and see if we can sort this out. Yeah. All right, Ryan, just share your thoughts and then I'll see if I can fix this so the caller can
Demo, my brother, what's going?
Big up yourself, boss. What's up?
How is it?
Yeah, man, we're there.
Well, man, you know, we are finding topic here, you know, we have a dictionary, finding topic here. But, Manings, you hear me?
Man,
Manings, you hear
try
me?
sort out the call, boss.
yeah
Okay,
man, go ahead,
okay.
no man, go ahead. All right, share your thoughts, Ryan. I'm
Demo,
trying to see if I can get the
Demo,
caller back on.
I'm glad he's not no vlogger, but we still a get bad name. You understand?
Yeah.
Trust me, bro. I'm just so glad the vlogger them now do them foolishness car. The truth and fact, if you listen to all everybody who do interview for YouTube, not ask them question there. On TVJ, me see them a do the
No
same
call
thing
the
with
name, no call
ANGUS.
the name, boss. No call the name.
Ah, man, them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. My apology. Yeah, them a do something on me I wonder. If I some corner thing them different. A headline them a look better. A headline them a look. That's all them do when the Jamaica national team a play. Them don't really care about the national team. And the people them who cares now get what them supposed to get. Them fight them out. I'm telling you, it's coming in. Vlogger soon cut off from everything. It's just a matter of time. You
No, but
I
understand me,
mean,
Carl?
hold on,
Ryan,
caller. I am hearing you,
Ryan.
caller. Demo, yes,
Hmm?
you hear the caller. Caller, go ahead. Let me see if they're hearing you now, because I am hearing you.
No, we're not hear nothing. And the
All right,
people in the comment
all right.
section not here either.
They said they're
But,
not
but
hearing you. Let me go back to our good old ways. We always have a way to fix it. Go
me-
ahead, caller. Just make your point and then you can hang up and listen. Go ahead.
I don't really have a fight, but I think, yeah, I really think I'm gonna make a point. I think the problem with the team is the lack of chemistry. The problem mainly with Jamaican team, basically, is a lack of chemistry in the team. As much as how they've been training together, they not have played a match together. So training and playing a match is two different things. I'm not going to go in the topic where you're speaking about, because I don't know anything about the topic where you're speaking about, so I won't go in there. But I'm basically on the team. The assessment of the team is the lack of chemistry, and mainly the whole of the Jamaican team from World Cup come back, they have a lack of chemistry, and that is the problem. Once we get the chemistry together, I think we'll be a dangerous set of team. I like how ANGUS is recruiting the younger players by tomorrow. So we must be patient. It hurts that Trinidad beat me though. That 100% it hurt that Trinidad beat me. But it's a lack of chemistry, and I just feel like we need to just wait patiently and everything will be alright, because in the first couple minutes of the first half, it was, you could see something building with the team. But our management, I didn't want to do a team selection if you would allow me, but you know, look like you're gonna bring that up yet, so I will call back if anything.
Yeah, man, call back and then we'll do it, because we're gonna do that at the latter end of the show. So you can call back at that time, because I need Ryan and Demo to finish sharing their thoughts on this particular topic. Then we're going to get into some of the things that the coach said, and then you can call back and give your start in 11.
Yeah.
Right, we may not forget some sleep, because I'm going to match tonight. I'm going to match.
So why you need sleep to go to the match tonight? At 7 o'clock, you know?
I'm coming for work.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah, but me, I'm going to stay upstairs, I'm going to watch it the rest of the so.
Yeah, man, all right, caller. Cool. Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, Mannings, man, and big up the caller. So because me soon for go back to work, so I just want to finish up by saying this, right? I'm see a lot of people in the comment sections that say, you know, a bath water drinkers, whisper fanboys and all of them stuff. Like, but what Mannings man just said was that this is a reputable newspaper person doing the doing the interview. So that is very shocking to me. If you are go pick, if you from whatever company, we're gonna call them the Sun. Zine? The Sun newspaper.
Demo
Right?
Express.
No, don't associate my name to that. No, boss. So we're gonna say
No,
the
call
Sun.
it Ryan Chronicles.
So we're gonna say the Sun Express.
No, Ryan Chronicles,
Jesus
the
Christ.
newspaper.
Remember
The reason why Demo car, you say no call the name, but them people the next thing, you never know. Cause them far from me.
That's why I say the Ryan Chronicles, because the Sun is an actual
Oh
news
Lord,
outlet.
I know why I use this. Well, all right, fine. So Ryan Chronicles, all right. So that's besides the point. So Ryan Chronicles decides, say, all right, you're gonna be my journalist for go out there and get an interview with Hutchinson or the coach or whatever, and you don't know like that are your best. Am I your best person you can give and send that? And then people have a nerve to come talk about YouTubers. I'm gonna know if Manning's man big up other like YouTubers and whatever. But me, like I say, I watch the whole of them. And none of them would, you can pick a random name out of the comment section from I Am Sure Sports and send them for the interview, and it would not be anything like that. Me guarantee you. Because everybody in the comment section when me say a talk, I'm sure them would have do a better job than that. But the thing was horrible, you know, man. That's why I may talk about it in the comment, and surely that man not forget no more interview, whatever newspaper him is. I hope somebody go and report the man and say him can't do that. You can imagine when Omar Hutchinson think about Jamaica and media boss. That first impression.
Here is what one person says, right? I think the question should be more about his performance, how he has found international games, challenges he encountered to date. Is he satisfied with his performance, linkage with his teammates, what they need to do to improve, etc.
Who said that?
Also, questions about his goal, both at Chelsea and the national team. Also, how goals, meaning not goals scored, but
Yeah,
you
man, yeah,
know,
man.
also how has he found the surface to date and how they may or may not affect his game, right? So those are questions that, and
Who
then
said
he
it?
could, yeah, yeah. No, those are probably that's why I say you have to write down your questions, people. You have to write down your questions and
Yeah,
then put it.
and then and just me know Ryan I got talk about it, but me just I go close off with the one where you just play. I saw, I mean, with the coach, I saw somebody in the comment section was saying that it actually sounded better on the TV, so they could actually hear. Cause me actually never hear nothing when you just play it, so I don't know if it's the
Yeah, the
video
TV
you have.
stations. I mean, a lot of the
Because them
mainstream media,
edit up. Them
they
edit
can,
it up.
right, they can remove the wind sound and all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but at face value, that one there with the coach a while ago, I mean, could have hardly hear anything. So that's why I may ask you for the interpretation. But surely you can go to one different location and try get a better interview. I mean, like if you can hear it on the TV, fine. But me just couldn't hear it from where you pay.
Yeah,
So yeah.
some persons are putting out, that there were some vloggers as well who never really asked the right questions.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, somebody putting out that as well. So Listen, what I'm saying is that if a person is a vlogger, I can understand because me myself,
Mannings, I wish interview that. We should interview that. I watch almost all the post match
I
games.
don't know which one because somebody is saying that, and I don't like to call the other vlogger's name, especially when it's not in the. But there's a comment by Dean Fraser saying that a particular um vlogger, their questions weren't good either because they were all centered around with.
That's not true. Me just see the comment. That's definitely not true. Not never go so. Cause I'm watch it. Not never go so. But we're not gonna get into that.
Apparently,
But
they are
it's
saying that
nothing.
somebody asked him if he should get the number 10 jersey. I don't even
What?
know how that makes sense. Like somebody couldn't. Nobody asked
No,
that question. I don't
um,
believe that.
Mannings,
Hold on, we have
Mannings.
a next Ryan. What are we have a caller? Let's see. Tell me if you're here in the caller. Welcome to the show. You
Nothing,
guys hearing?
nothing.
It's still not. All right, go ahead, Dwight. Yeah, man. I am hearing you. Ken, go ahead, Dwight.
Good afternoon. Outstanding work that you gentlemen are doing the vlogging, getting the stream set up. That was very positive on your part. All right. And to everybody collaborating together.
Thank you so much, man.
Question. No, big respect to you. These matches, just speaking about these matches and the players, it's all about for right now preparing for the Mexico game and finding the squad depth. We need to find a good goalkeeper. Blake is out for Mexico, so it's about preparing for the Mexico game. Keeping the score respectable, but it's about preparing for Mexico because right now it doesn't matter if we beat Trinidad 5-0 or beat them 4-0 and then we go to Mexico and put
Or it doesn't matter if they beat us.
Come again?
No, because you said that it doesn't matter if we beat Trinidad 4 or 5, but does it matter if they beat us? Because because they can beat us, they did it already, so I don't want to leave out that part.
Yeah, so it's more about the performance. If they beat us and it's a horrible performance, then we have an issue on our hands.
Yeah.
A major issue on our hands. But it's these are friendlies. These are the time you bring in guys, let them try to gel, let them figure out things. Because that Mexico match at the Azteca on the 26th will be a difficult one. They have a different Argentine coach come in. So videos of Mexico will be hard to gather. But it's all about preparing for Mexico at this point.
Yeah, but you know that one of the other goalkeepers are in Jamali Wade.
Yes.
And Connor Boyce Clark has also been called up for the Mexico game. That is a goalkeeper that kept in the U20s.
Yeah. Very good. Young man from Reading.
Yeah. So are you satisfied with those two? If seeing that Blake will not be available and Foster as the third one, would that be okay in terms of goalkeeper pool?
Absolutely. That's good depth. that's good depth and that's good young depth. I'm definitely more confident in those two than Amal Knight. All due to the respect to Amal Knight, I think those three guys are much further ahead than Amal. So yeah, Jamali Witt and Boyce Clark is top shelf.
Okay. All right. Andre Chunks, you're holding the wrong end of the phone. Well, this is where the actual mic is still, but I don't know.
So Mannings,
But
after the cut, what do I say?
hold on, Ryan. Hold on, Ryan, because the call, I have to let the caller hang up and then listen because I don't know what's going on with my setup. But go ahead,
No,
caller,
more
when
make
you
a
can.
quick point. Want to make a quick point before him leave.
Heavily Liga MX based. They bring in I think Raul Jimenez from Wolverhampton, but heavily domestic based.
Yeah, it's a heavily. Yeah. Do you have the squad?
Yeah, it's posted. Well, they have this 33-man player pool. They don't have.
Yeah, that's what they have. Right, they haven't singled it down to the 28. But listen, and because they have 2 games, so just WhatsApp that to the number so I can show it to the people, please.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you, Dwight. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, Ryan, go ahead, Ryan. Your time. Take it away.
Oh, I believe me not ask about how long he will be out for.
We're not going to see Blake until Gold Cup.
Wow. Okay. Next number one, that means are they under 20 goalie?
Our weight.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah. Just you ask how long Blake will do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 to 8
But
weeks.
wow, okay. So Mannings, listen
Yeah.
now. We have to look out for the unexpected. A vlogger will start get blocked from certain things.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was speaking to someone this morning and I was, them say them the please is how the media thing I work right now. And that's why you hear what you say. I don't know if you hear nothing, but when you say competition, the vlogger, them see the vlogger them as a big competition right now for them. Even when I Grimson put out something, them do an interview, the vlogger them first, I report on it and all of them thing there. Which, I don't know what kind of competition, that's strange to me still. Because them don't really talk much about Jamaican football. So I don't know what kind of competition them are talking about. Understand? Yeah, that's why I tell the people them say it started from last year, you know, about the press conference. I mean, people going into the press conference who is not vlogger, and they question them where vlogger were asking, especially last year in the press conference and things. So even the people them in the media say them can't even get a chance to ask nothing because the vlogger them like them come to take over the whole thing.
Yeah, but you know what is funny though, that when you look at even in England, a lot of those channels now, the United Stand, the Liverpool guys, all of those guys have access to even the England games, you know, and their club games. So I don't understand why would they want to do that. So, but not that it matter to me. They can't block me from anywhere, you know, because I pay my thing to go to game. They can't stop me from it. Like I don't need media passing up, puppy. We get my thing.
All right, what is it? Mega run.
No, man is, you know me, me not only from media thing, but I just want my co-worker them to be there. I think it's a big movement I think it's matter. You understand? I think it's matter for the vloggers them to be a part of it. You understand? Because we are the one who talking about the football every single day. You understand?
There
But
you go.
I can understand where they're coming from, but a little bit of jealousy in it. I just that fitting, a little bit of
I
jealousy.
haven't heard that yet though, but that's a very interesting take on it. I mean, the truth is what you want to do is news is good enough. And the more news is out there, I think it is the better people are able, especially when it is accurate, is the better people are able to make assessment and proper decisions. You understand me? Yeah. So that
Well,
is
the person who me talk to, me tell him say, just think about it and really and truly, The person don't really want to do it, but the pressure from mainstream media, that's the thing, you know. And the pressure from mainstream media. You understand? All them have to do is just make sure that they plan the thing. And one of the things that the thing them not plan properly. Use up the press office, no man. Use up, no man. This thing where I interview the coach outside. Why not a set time training session going to start at 4? Media person come in at 2 or 3 or whatever to have interview.
But you know that, Ryan. What I don't understand it though, because I'm going to tell you why. Even like ESPN Soccer Press Bars, all of these people have YouTube platform as well. So they put their content on stuff. So if a radio station or TV station believes that there is major competition, all they have to do is to put their content on YouTube as well. And see if people. So if you believe that a YouTuber is competing with you on television, you just come over into come and challenge Ryan then. Come and compete with Ryan on YouTube. Because if you are trained and expert at this, if you start running YouTube platform, maybe everybody will follow you and not follow my name's man and not follow Ryan and not follow the coach's desk and military or JD or whomever or Simon Preston at Reggae Boy. So all they have to do is to start their own and see. It's simple. But you can't control the narrative because you can't.
Last year, the man them showed Man United.
Yeah.
One brother named Flex, you know. Last year, the man them threw him out of the press, out of the office, out of England. I must ask only a question where he's not a part of it. He's not supposed to ask the question. Brother. Last year, when Oli did it, and then in a Europa League game, but money, I just hope that no come true, you know. I understand,
But Ryan, they can't. If they block, say for example, they said no person who vlogs will be allowed to be in any press conference, or they will not give them any media access. The people can still talk to the people. You can still call the coach. You can still call the player and talk to them. So it don't change anything. It don't shift the it don't shift the what they call the balance of the competition in their favor. So I don't.
People nobody with the name calling down in the comment section, and I know that people.
But I don't hear about it, and I don't let these things. But all I'm saying is that whether you're a vlogger, whether you are a mainstream media host or whatever, here's what needs to happen.
The mainstream media the problem, brother.
We have to be more organized in the questions we ask our players after games and before games. We have to, right? We have to. That's it. So yeah. All right. But Ryan, I mean, game later, you understand me? Any thoughts on the game later?
I'm looking forward for a better performance. I think we'll get it. National Stadium, the pitch will be in a very good condition. No more excuse for the players and the coaching staff. But money is whether we win this or we lose this, it no matter. It's no different to me. I just want to see the boys go out and put in a good performance.
Yeah.
This now about impact us. The coach is looking at players, and I'm begging the fans and they need to be patient. Patient. You understand? Patient is the key for success. I can't understand if some of the people then would have give club time to know to the morning. Arteta. All of these top coach who want to support club team, but want to come on to the national team who want quick success. We have to be a little bit more patient. You understand? If me can patient with club, why I can't give Williamson a fair chance to get the job done, to get the right people on the pitch to play and stuff. You get me? So, I just want to see the players and put in some good performance and entertain the fans tonight in Kingston, which I have no doubt I think we're going to beat Trinidad. We're going to beat them. I think we're going to beat them, but
Yeah.
all I want to see a good performance. That's what I care about. A good performance and players that can sell themselves. Omar Rotis still need a better performance from Ravel Morrison. I don't know what is going on with Ravel. You know, Fletcher need to step up. You know, he need to step up a little bit more. You understand? So Richard King, boy, I'm so disappointed in the King. You know, I'm watching not many people talk about the game when playing a Montego Bay, but I think our attitude start to creep up in a Richard King game. You know, normally when Richard King just breaking on the scene, he's a more nice, more composure. See man the other day for national TV, of course, myself with this Richard King answer. Richard King, I hope you not get ahead of yourself, Bridget. Calm down a little bit and get back to the Richard King we know from last year. Find back the formula, find back the farm because it's too good playing at the JPL for so long. So Richard King, get back. When you put on that national color, you always put in some good performance. You don't reach nowhere yet. You understand? That's my observation of Richard King. But good player, I want the best for him. More player, coach going to change up the team. So what more we can ask for? The coach is looking at player. Let's enjoy the ride. You know, it's not a game that we're going to cost us nothing. Just enjoy the ride and patient people. People trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust the
Yeah.
process, people. Telling you from now, people. Trust the process. We don't want you in a bag of nice tonight. But Uno play good and JPL ball and it be good and this. Me don't want to hear that tomorrow. Me don't want to hear them there. Later. Let's watch the game. Nah, so they're not supposed to cuss if the team not play well, but good God, man. The coach telling you that he looking at player. Yeah. But players, grabbing the opportunity with both arms. Big up management, big up to the fans, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hopefully things can go well for us tonight.
Yeah, man. All right. Bless the prayer and thanks for the time and thanks for your input as
Yeah,
usual. Yeah, man. Enjoy the rest of the day. All
yeah,
right. Yeah, man.
yeah.
All right, people. Since the Trinis are out in the comment section, beating us badly. Look at this Trini right here saying, "Big up, man. Big. I'm not going to put it up there. No. Big management. I'm hearing panic and or insecurity in the ear this morning. Laughing. There's no panic. There's no insecurity. This does not affect the FIFA point ranking. There's no FIFA. Absolutely no FIFA point. None at all. None whatsoever is being added or taken away from this game. So there's no panic or insecurity, man. It's the coach. Listen, let's talk about the coach's interview. The coach says, listen, you may still see, you're going to see more players. So you understand that some of the players who did not play in the first game, like Tyler Roberts and the Topes, you may see some of these players in this game, right? A man say white flag we are showing. We don't care if we win or lose. White flag? No, 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 no. Hold on, man. Cataracts will arrive for you before the game. But the coach said that we're going to use new players. We're going to give the players an opportunity. That is the objective. Because remember, people, next week we have camp again, when the big boys will be rolling in. Yeah? So those players will be coming in next week from the Eastern Pinnock to the Bobby Reed. You understand me? To the I hear that Mikel Antonio have a slight knock, but he will be there. Jamal Lowe, you understand me? DJ, man, them are go roll in. You understand me? Leon Bailey. So so we have to keep our minds focused on what is the core objective, right? I'm going to show you the Mexican team or the Mexican squad, right? And then that Jamaica, we're going to come back to this game, but Mexico, as you know, have a new coach. But look at these names. A lot of these names are players who are playing in Mexico This is what Jamaica will be going up against. All right. Let me just get this here for you. All right, so goalkeepers, you see Wilmiro Ochoa, Carlos Acevedo, Antonio Rodriguez, defender, Israel Reyes, Nesta Araujo, Hector Moreno, Jesus Gallardo, Gilberto Sepulveda, Kevin Alvarez, Jesus Angulo, Julian Araujo, Jorge Sanchez, Cesar Montes, Juan Vasquez, Gerardo Arteaga. Midfielders, Luis Romo, Alfonso Gonzalez, Roberto Alvarado, Fernando Beltran, Carlos Rodriguez, Uriel Antuna, Marcel Ruiz, Eric Sanchez, Luis Chavez, Diego Lainez, Sebastian Cordova, Edson Alvarez, and Eric Gutierrez. The forwards are Irvin Lozano, Oberlin Pinedo, Henry Martin, Roberto de la Rosa, Raul Jimenez, and Santiago Jimenez. And the director, the technical, is Diego Cocoa. That is the Mexican squad. I hope I did just. Yeah. So that's the Mexican. Oh, you guys can't see it. You want me to? I can make it bigger for you, so you can. Those of you who want to see it, you can see it. So let's see how best I can do it and bring it up for you so you can see. There you go. I hope you're able to see it better now. Yeah. I hope you're able to see it better. Yeah. Yeah, I can't make it any bigger than that, or else I'm going to chop off some of the names. Yeah, but I think it don't matter to Trinidad as well if they lose the game. To be fair to them, all right, because the important thing for Trinidad is the two games they have coming up: the Bahamas and Nicaragua. Important for Jamaica is the Mexico game, and I am glad that we're gonna have the camp in Jamaica, and then we're gonna leave to go away. I think that is important. That the Jamaican team will be in camp. All the players will be in camp from next week Tuesday. Yeah, from next week Tuesday. And some going to come in on Wednesday, the ones who are a little bit further away by Wednesday, and they'll be training. And then they're going to leave from Jamaica to Mexico on like direct flight and stuff, which means that better plans have been made. Better plans are being made. So that's good to know that all our top players, barring injuries, on this weekend. So please, Ethan Pinnock, Bobby Reed, Kaim Paris. I mean, when I was calling out the goalkeepers, Amal Knight. So we have in the absence of Blake, we have Amal Knight, who kept in the last set of Nations League and did well. He just got transferred. He wanted to be at these games. He couldn't. So Amal Knight, Jamali Wade, Kemar Foster, and we also have Kanaya Boyce Clark. All right. And the hope is also the player who is here, Dante Casanova, gets his paperwork as well. Right. Jimenez, 21-year-old Feyenoord, bought him for $4 million in the summer from Cruz Azul. Yeah. Big up Peso. Peso was the person who we gave the tickets to at the last game to give them out. Yeah. Yes, the game will be at the Azteca. So they go there You know what I realize? You know, gone are the days when Jamaica used to go to the Azteca and and the altitude affect them. I think those days are past us now. I can't remember when last we have been affected by the altitude over there. So that is also good news. But I think Jamaica and Trinidad have to look beyond. Yeah, but the team top striker, the team cannot be announced. No, Duckland. If you want ticket for the Azteca, I can get you a ticket for the Azteca. You're going to the Azteca? Man can get your ticket, man. Don't worry yourself. Top striker. Anybody remember when Chung said our team will be announced by now and not like before? Did he say that it will be announced on the 14th? The team will be announced. The team will be announced after these games, which is not. All right, not a problem, Duckland. Just let me know before you get in the ear so I can give you to go there. The team will be announced earlier than normal. The good news is that I know that the players in the EPL and across Europe have all been contacted already. Yeah. The information on Damarai Gray has not changed, not the Congo. So the last thing you hear is the last thing that is. Yeah, and there'll be no fans because Mexico. Yeah, so we have chartered flight. We have chartered flight there and play and then leave. All right. The news on Demarai Gray is the same news as you last heard. All right. Nothing has changed since January. Yeah. So you have to get the last update. But like I said at that point, I expect him to be around come the Gold Cup. Yeah, which EPL baller? I don't understand. I don't understand this comment, Hazard. Which EPL baller plays for Jamaica? I don't know. Yeah. Man, you have information about the players. Phone ringing, check. Man, anything about John Russell? Shamsik's last thing I heard that his paperwork was submitted. So his paperwork have been submitted. That I can. Why man not? No, Mexico did not announce their squad top striker. So remember, when you get to the game, they're going to cut it down to the 23. And remember, the Mexico team has a game before they play Jamaica. So they have an earlier game. So they would need. No. All right. Oh, Lord. All right. So let me break it down for you, top strike. I don't like to this because big up yourself, TikTok, the man, top strike. All right. And on the channel, you don't have to change up. You don't have to change up your stuff. All right. So Mexico has Suriname and Jamaica. Jamaica has Mexico. So Mexico named their squad earlier because they have an earlier game. Jamaica naming their squad just a few days later. What is wrong with that? So when
Fine if you want Mr. Trump to leave the GFF. You don't think he's doing a good. Okay. He said that we will not have the situation where the squad is named late and people can't. And I said to you, remember the coach said it long ago, you know. The coach said long ago. Here is what he said. We will have one set of players for the games against Trinidad. We will have a second set of players for the game against Mexico. And we will have a next set of players for the game against Guatemala. He said it. When they asked him, so have you reached out? All the players were spoken to. It's an international window. The Bobby Reed, Ethan Pinnock, Daniel Johnson, Jamal Lowe, the Kaheem Paris, the Leon Bailey, the Shamar Nicholson, Marky Andre Blake got injured. All of these guys, all the guys who have played for Jamaica, Kemar Roof, all of them. So I don't know. I don't know. Brendan, I don't know about Tariq McGee. I don't know. I just think Tariq McGee just need to start playing at his club and doing well. Yeah. So I don't know, like, where is the issue right there or the confusion, right? Now, people, I can't tell you what I know is like players like Deshaun Bernard, these guys are pushing to ensure that they have all their documentation. Lots of the players are doing this, but we must also be very sensitive, right? That cheese and peace. All right, TikTok. This is the last time I'm responding. Jamaica named a squad a week ago as well because we had game against Trinidad. We can't name a squad. Imagine with me, TikTok. You name a Jamaican squad, right, for a game against Mexico, and then you call some players to play a friendly game. What would be the motivation? Just come on, man. You don't have to wait until this game. Yeah, Roof is out until July, so Roof is injured again, and stuff. Just think about it. Think about this. Mexico don't have a friendly game. Jamaica arrange friendly games. The window doesn't open, the international window, until the 19th. All right? So why would the coach name a squad now for the Mexico game when he has players play? When all of the players, as the coach said, are coming from Europe? Do you name them in the squad? Buy them tickets to travel? Ask the club for them to be released because it's a window. And then Omari Hutchinson or two other players impress. Delano Splat impress. And then you do what? Cancel the ticket? It can't work like that. Why is that so hard? Why we have to make everything an issue? Why like a simple things like this? We try to build an argument about it when there are other issues we can quarrel about and get upset about. That's all I'm saying. There are some things that they are out there that we can cuss. Why would the coach name a squad for Mexico game right now when he has players trying to get into the team right now? I just hope the people go out and support the game. Listen, people, if you ask me, like, I guarantee you, right? Like, if I here's what I want you to do. I'm going to do an exercise. I'm going to show you how complex things are.
This is selecting a squad, yeah, like people, that Kaim Paris is a player that management like, right? Daniel Green, even Cephas. I like those kind of players. But here is the issue now, right? I would love for them to be called, but think about it. If you call Norman Campbell, Kaheem Paris, Ronaldo Cephas, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed, Jamal Lowe, Omari Hutchinson, that's 7 wingers alone. 3 goalkeepers, that's 10 players out of your 23. 10 players out of your 23. So I think that some of the wingers are not going to be called up, unfortunately. And I don't want to be the coach. I don't know why Jamaica produce so much wingers though. Hold on, we have a call. Let's see. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why? Yeah. So that is my. Why we have so many wingers? We have more wingers than anything else. Like so at the end of the day, you're picking 4 wingers, and this is the exercise. I'm going to give you 5. It's 1 game. So which 5? Pick 2 for the left and 2 for the right. I'm going to pin the link, and you can come on, you can call in for those who want it. So here's what we're doing. If you were the coach, which 4 wingers you would pick for this game? Should we go 5? Let's use 5 wingers. Maybe I can pick one who. Yeah. So let's focus on the wingers. We have Leon Bailey, Jamal Lowe, Bobby Reed, Amari Hutchinson, Tyler Roberts, Kaheem Paris, Norman Campbell, Ronaldo Cephas. 8. Right? Some can play multiple positions. All right? Which 8 players? Which out of that 8, who are the ones you would select? This King Jav says. Bailey, Cephas, Bobby, Utility, Low, and Paris. Don't think Omar is a Hutchins. So Bailey, Cephas, Bobby Reed, Low, and Paris. All right? Welcome, Marlon.
Big up, Marlins. Big up yourself. Everybody in the chat. Big up.
Okay. All right. Everybody seems to have the same name. What do you think about those names? Bailey, Cephas,
Just the names.
Jamal Lowe, Kaim Paris.
I think Leon and Bobby Reed and Jamalo are the 3 ahead. Paris. I really wanted to see Turgot back.
You don't have Cephas in there?
Right now, from what I see from Hutchison, I think he'll be in that Mexico game over Cephas.
Really? You're watching Cephas this season?
Yeah, man, I watched Cephas in Sunday when he had the assist and scored the goal.
Yeah?
I think it will be a battle between Karim and Cephas. You know that who is my player still, but not the 2 games that Dynamo Kiev has played this season. He hasn't gotten a game in them, so I think that might work against him.
Somebody says Bailey, Cephas, Hutchinson, Reed. Whoa, no Karim Paris, no Jamal Lowe, Chippy, Reed, Hutchie, Lowe, and Roberts. Whoa, no Paris. the Blair Turgot, yeah, Blair Turgot is out for the season. Yeah.
Blair is out. He's out.
So go ahead with yours again, Marlon.
For me, I said Bailey, Bobby Reed, Jamalo, Hutchison, fight out between Cephas and Paris. Now, I think the coach have seen Paris already, so Paris might have the nod of him. But if you're going from performance now, I would have brought in Cephas.
All right. The problem with people saying that, I see Kevin saying that Paris is on the bench. But the thing is that Paris, remember, if you look at, if we can't reason that, because remember now that Omari Hutchinson is not even in the first team.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I said. That's what I said, man. These two games that he's playing is very important for him, right? And from the sparks that we saw from him in Montego Bay, right? I think the first half, I said a lot of person, he was a bit hesitant playing over that side the first part. The second half, you see, he's getting to the game. Coach Augustin called him and spoke to him a couple of times, and you see him start get more comfortable. Right. So I think he will be there. I think he will be there.
All right. So that's like 5 center forward. Richard, how are you doing?
Greetings, man. Greetings, Marlon. Greetings, viewers and subscribers. I'm well.
Marlon
I'm well.
was going to say
Thanks.
something. Let Marlon go ahead and then you come in, Richie. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, and all right. One thing, the reason I will have Hutchison there as well, he can play if he decide to change the formation to a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
he can play there. Yeah, he can play in number 10.
Okay, so you're going with Hutchinson, Leon Bailey,
Bobby
Reed.
Yeah, Jamalo.
All right.
Yeah, it's one game, so that I as I said, I'll ruffle between Cephas. Right, I ruffle between Cephas because Cephas can play as a striker as well. That's where he's playing now.
Okay.
What I said, because he has gotten 2 full 90 under his belt since the season restarted. So I might give him the edge over Paris.
But if you have four wingers, you can only use 3 strikers. Who are the 3 strikers you carry?
Strikers, Shamar, Mikel, right? And Corey has looked okay. The coach haven't used him as yet, so that I think that's one of the things there against him. The coach haven't seen, he hasn't been caught in on the squad as yet, so I think that he hasn't scored yet, but he's a play for New York Red Bull has been okay. Andre Gray is still here still, but if Anderson or Stewart do something in this game tonight, they're gonna get called in that game.
Okay, so you
just have performance.
All right. So people know, listen, hold on, listen, people, so we have picked the 4 wingers that we choose. 4 wingers, all right? The consensus is, we're coming to you, Richie, the consensus is Jamalo, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed, and Omari Hutchinson. Right? Those are the 4.
Yeah.
Right. So that's it. So 4. So now we say 3 strikers. They were saying 1. Somebody's saying Roberts over Low. Somebody's saying that there's 3 strikers: Mikel Antonio, Shamar, Nicholson, and we need to find 1 more. Rich Pool.
Yeah, so,
what say you?
So as I said, if any of these players put in a performance tonight, they could find a way in that position. Otherwise, Andre Gray will be there.
Man. Greetings, Marlon. How are you doing? Big up yourself, sir.
Doing good, man.
Give thanks. Man, I've just come on the show fresh from the school run, and I've come here to implore and to question yourself. Maybe offer the opportunity, Manning's man Marlon, to educate the Jamaican fans in this word: patience. Patience. Is that Mr. Is that the man? Ballin! Give thanks. Hey, you can tell I'm quite happy to see this gentleman. Mannings man, what place does patience have in Jamaican football, sir?
Richard, when we have to finish this conversation first before we take that question. We're talking about players, the option of players in particular positions. So we have to do that first, because if we go down that conversation, you're going to move away from this. So let's finish one thing first before we can take on the next thing. How does that sound?
Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a particular question on the plate, sir. So what do you want from me, sir, at this juncture?
The question is, and welcome Mikey Ballin as well. The question that we're discussing is, we're selecting wingers. Who are the 4 wingers? It's one game. Who are the 4 wingers that we should take? All right. Just based on the consensus, most people have said we should go with Leon Bailey, Jamalo, Bobby Reed, and Omari Hutchinson. What that means is that Kaheem Paris, Ronaldo Cephas, Tyler Roberts, none of those players would be able to make it. No, we're talking about the center forwards. No, and we're saying that with 3 center forwards. So Marlon has spoken. He has said Mikel Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, and I was asking him about Andre Gray, and then he spoke about the players in the league. So I don't know if you want to think about it, and then Mikey, who has been watching, maybe he can respond, and then you can speak after that. So go ahead, Mikey, and then I'll give Richard a little bit of time to think about those stuff. What say you?
Gentlemen, before Mikey go, Mikey, just give me 1 second, make me clear something and then get off. Because I know I move on the topic. All right? You can allow me, or that's okay.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, Mannings, remember I just told, bless up to Marlon and Rich Poor and all of the money in the panel. Appreciate all of you guys. Yeah, big up.
Bless up, Brian. Bless up, Brian.
All right. So, Mannings, I was just telling about it's probably soon time for us getting banned and stuff. So I reach out to someone different in the JFF. So this is what they told me. They told me that, Ryan, the numbers is growing rapidly with vloggers, right? But going forward, we cannot allow every single vloggers in the press conference right now. So no problem as yet, right? A comma and such and such. So I ask the person that, do you need a list? I am waiting for the answer and all of them stuff there. You understand? Many things has been going on right now, and we are get blame feed. So I was just clearing up something. Yeah, no, serious money. No, man. We have to put. No more. That's why I'm go for the call somebody again to get some more clarity. You get to me, I say, the end of the day, we want to grow the national team. We want to be more closer. You understand? What happened a year ago, we don't want that. You understand? So yeah, just that me want just add in and think, man.
All right, thanks for the clarity, Ryan.
Yeah.
And I can understand that if every day an export vlogger come up, you understand me? So I understand that.
So ask if them need a list and thing, because it's ridiculous, brother. The number is ridiculous, them say.
Yeah, but what I would say is that I don't go to game as a vlogger, I go to game as a fan.
Okay, but other vlogger go to the game as a vlogger, man. Come on, you're different.
No, I know, man. That's just me. When I go to game, it's hard for me to do.
Go on, I'm not mash up the show, man. Go on, continue on the football, man. Sure. Yeah.
All right, so go ahead, Mikey.
Okay, my
list your wingers and your forwards that you would take.
Bailey, Hutchinson, Lowe, and who am missing? Bailey, Lowe, Hutchinson.
Need one more.
Bailey, Lowe.
Bobby Reed.
Bobby Reed. But okay, man, I differ. I want a balanced team, so I don't want to go with 2 strikers, and that will be Bowser and Mikel Antonio.
Oh, so you're going with 2 strikers. Yeah, and you can put Lowe in there if you need to.
Right, and because if you don't do that, you're going to be short in the defense. Okay, at least you need a backup for every position in the defense.
Okay.
You need a left back backup, a right back backup, and a center. So I will go with 7 defenders and 6 forward, 3 goalkeeper. That is. And then 5 midfielders. I think that is 23, right?
21. That's not like 21.
No,
So 7 defenders,
right,
6 forwards,
right.
that's 13. 3 goalkeepers, that's 16.
Oh, wait, but my math's wrong. Then I will go with 6 midfielders and then I add a centre, a next forward, which
Yeah, that's what
won't
I'm
be
saying. 3 forwards can go, man.
right.
You
But
can bring 6
I wouldn't
midfielders.
go with Andre Gray. I would go with a younger forward, give him some experience.
Oh, you want to take Andre Gray. So who would be your third striker?
Anderson. Just any young striker from the JPL that is scoring the goal them right now. Just to give him a chance to be amongst the big guys. I don't watch JPL, so I can't pick a forward. But after this game, like you're styling TikTok, you can show who play the best. You can put that forward in the squad. Because you can't pick the Mexico team before this last game finish. Because what a man score a hat trick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was, I don't understand sometimes. But I leave that alone. I kind of responded and I haven't seen any rebuttal from him yet. So I think he gets the point.
Yeah.
But that's, so most people, all right, so you would not take Andre Gray as your third striker.
No.
You would take a younger striker.
Younger
right?
striker.
So there's no place for Corey Burke then in your team.
No, younger striker.
All right. So Shamar, Bowser, and you have Trevante Stewart.
Shamar is Bowser.
Shamar is Bowser.
Yeah, Shamar and Mikkel.
Yeah,
then you have Trevante Stewart, Colin Anderson, and Dujan Whisper Richard. They are the 3 strikers in this squad.
Then I will go with Whisper.
And Jordan Fletcher.
Well, I go with Whisper because I want to give Whisper. Whisper is the future. Definitely.
Okay.
So it may not even touch the field.
Yeah. All right. See, somebody's saying that Corey Burke is better than all the strikers in the team right now.
Yeah, man, Corey Burke has go high school.
Oh, they used to go to high school. How you do that?
No. People must say that.
I think Manning's man, Mikey, Marlon, viewers and subscribers, I think the key thing as far as the reason bus is concerned is to trust. Get this, trust the process. Ultimately, the man in the hot seat is Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson. Personally, if you wanted a personal opinion, I think it would be useful if there is a young mobile striker to support in the squad, the likes of Mikel Antonio and Shamar Nicholson, both of who are enjoying pretty good seasons in their respective leagues. That would be a good way to go. Jamal Lowe is a winger stroke forward. He's playing his trade. I think it's with QPR, I think, at the moment. Very talented player.
Since he has left Bournemouth, he has been doing very well at QPR. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And I've not seen him enough in Jamaican colours. I think he's a terrific young talent, plenty to offer. Not seen him enough in the Reggae jersey. And this is one of the key things we've seen from just the first game against Trinidad and Tobago, coming into the second game at the National Stadium in Kingston. This matter of gelling, cohesive play, the Trinidad and Tobago Soca Warriors taught Jamaica a valuable lesson. And I think it's something for the football fans out there to appreciate and take time to consider. We can call out the bag of names: Jamal Lowe, Cordova Reed, Leon Bailey, Shamar, Mikel, until we reach the point where the team is united in terms of playing time, adapting to a playing style, systems and play under Coach Jaime, we are always going to be potentially up against the 8 ball or behind the 8 ball. So I'm trusting the process, and I don't want to be here on social media throwing out a bag of names and drawing for one player over another player. Whisper is a little too young for the highest level at this juncture, in my opinion, but I can tell that Whisper is a fine talent, wonderful, 6'4", pace, power, confidence, terrific talent. Is he ready for the big occasion? Maybe not. But I'm really, delighted that Jamaica has a bag of talented players. The Trevante Stewarts, don't know much about him, didn't pull up trees according to most that I've heard from regarding the Trinidad and Tobago game. But Jamaica has a lot of talent. Coach Jaime ultimately is the guy we've got to go for, because trust me, we heard Cataract and others, excuse me, talking about 7-0. I was on a show with Unseen earlier talking about, and Guna, Eddie Guna said he expected 7-0 on aggregate over the course of 2 games. And then he said tonight he's looking for a 1-0 victory, hard fought over the Soca Warriors. We've got to put things in perspective. This is not Jamaica's first team, no. But going forward, trust me, and I make no apologies for this, Jamaican viewers and subscribers, we cannot underestimate the capabilities of our CONCACAF and Caribbean rivals. Jamaica has talent. We've got challenges and opportunities. But the moment we start taking things for granted and talking about before a ball is kicked, we're going to give the Soca Warriors a 7. To me, that shows footballing ignorance. It shows footballing arrogance. And neither of those 2 words should be allowed to fester and be manifested and encouraged in Jamaican footballing circles. We need high footballing IQ. Man, you already drew reference to the bag of wingers that Jamaica seem to be producing. Well, wingers oftentimes have a one requirement: get the ball and run head for leather. Get the ball, run head for leather, and then cross the ball if you can, or cut it back if you can. IQ is not the number one thing that is required in a position such as a winger for some people. But let me go a step further and make something abundantly clear. I've got concerns with the CDM position. The CDM position requires high IQ, requires experience, requires game management. This is something that Jamaica is short of, and we need to address this and not take things for granted. Trust me on this. A reason we're reasoning this thing on, we're not far from a polygon business.
Yeah. But when I reached there, say you were supposed to name the 3 strikers, and you have not answered that, and the 4 wingers.
I gave you 3, and let me reiterate and give you 3 if it is 3 you want. No. Mikel Antonio, if available. Shamar, if available. And a Jamal Lowe, if available.
Richard, listen to me now. I gave you uninterrupted 8 minutes to speak. Uninterrupted. Ask your question. Before I finish, you started talking. Let's not do that. All right? Respectfully. Let's not get overly excited, but reason respectfully for the wide audience that we have. I asked for 3 strikers and 4 wingers. That's it. What you said is important, but I didn't hear the 4 wingers you would select. That's all I'm asking you, my friend.
The 4 wingers, I would concur, and I like the look of the 4 wingers that Marlon referred to.
Okay, that's
Omar,
thank you, sir.
The Bobby Reeds. Yes, I like those 4 wingers.
Omar,
I concur.
Bobby Reed, Leon Bailey, and Jamal Lowe, and then your 3 strikers are Mikel Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, and a young striker. Whisper. That's it. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So now let's go to our next position that we have struggled. All right. Center, right back and left back. Right. So we need 2 right backs, 2 left backs. All right. Marlon, who are you going with?
Well, at right back, Javian Brown. He has been since under coach. His 2 games he has performed very, very well. Coach is a mastermind when it comes to defending. For me, Lambasika is going to be in the side as a utility. He can play both sides, right and left. Right. Okay. Amari Bell will be my left back. Although he has been playing centre back in his last 4 games, but he'll be my left back. So I will go with 3 of them.
I would go with 4 because I'm calling. Is Greg Lee back? Isn't Greg Lee playing?
Been on and off. He's been in and out of each side, so I don't know if anything they're concerning. So that's why I said I will go with three of them.
Oh, you'd go with three. So you just bring in one that
Yeah.
can cover both sides. All right. Yeah, I feel like I
And
would just bring.
I don't know if Taxi is still interested in playing international football. These two games from Minnesota, he looks very okay.
Yeah.
So if Taxi is still there, being 30, I will have him in the side.
Yeah. I feel like Greg Lee, Amari Bell, Javane, and Lembikis. But let me hear what Richard, Mikey has to say, and then I'll come to Richard. What say you, Mikey? And somebody said use three because Bobby Reed can play right back. Do you really want to put Bobby Reed at right back? I don't know that. But Mikey, what say you? You're muted. You're muted, Mikey.
Sorry. I'll go with the same four that you just named.
Okay, you're going up with that same four. All
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
All right. What about you, Richard?
I like the four that you named, man is man. I was going to, from my lips, I was going to say Javane Brown, and Greg Lee was the first name that came to my mind when I didn't hear Marlon mention him. Greg Lee proved a very effective left back, a presence in defense and attack, brought a lot of experience and energy with the locks, and I like that. I like the look of him when he was in the colours. So I don't know his form of recent times. It might have been
out
in and out.
injured.
Right. So it's been a patchy season for him in that respect, but certainly if fit and confident, and if Coach Jaime felt that he was in a position to do a good job for the Reggae Boys, he would be someone who's there. I've got plenty of time for Javane Brown. You know, I hear a lot of people criticize him. Amari Bell, good player, good, solid, reliable guy, and hopefully he can bring even more to the game. Brown, sometimes I feel get a little bit of a rough time, maybe because they expect a lot from him, and in that position it's a very important position, the right back slot, and he's been criticized for some of his lapses, maybe his positional sense, and maybe rightfully so, but I think he's a very talented, well-spoken player who's got a lot to offer, and I wish him the very best going forward. But again, we've got a lot of work to be done, and we cannot take anything for granted. So I'm just hoping that it's going to be all ears and hands to the desk under Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson.
All right. Somebody just dropped a name in that we haven't seen for a while.
Just to touch on one point.
Somebody just dropped Wes Harding. Go ahead, Marlon. What? Any space at right back for Wes Harding?
Wes Harding, interesting. Well, if he's fit and available, but I've not heard people waxing lyrical about Wes Harding. I've heard a lot of things since being in this space about Wes. Most of it has been a little bit on the negative side, but I'm sure that he does have his supporters as well as detractors. Again, the eyes are going to be, and the decision making will be down to Coach Jaime, and with his expertise, I expect him to make the best decision in the interest of Jamaica. So I'm not going to rule anyone out at this juncture. What we can't afford is passengers. We need all hands on deck.
He has had some good games this season, but and he can play
Yeah,
centre back.
I will say Mannings.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
He has been good, but another player that we need Joel Latibot there.
Yeah.
Is a three-way person, left back, right back, centre back. So I think he's a person gonna be there.
Okay, so you'd bring him in because he can play. So no love for Wes. It's all right. In Harding, we
both of
trust
them, I think both of them have been vertified. Cause Wes has played right centre back, left centre back, left back, right back all season. So both of them.
I would not necessarily. I'd probably leave out Greg Lee for this one because he's coming back from injury, and probably bring somebody who can play centre back and left back. That's probably
that's why
I don't think a lot about your paperwork has come through yet.
That's a shame. That's from last year. That's a joke.
What I'll say though is a lot of these things are not as easy as we make them. Like I explained some of the reasons why sometimes it takes a time. So let's work with three.
Mannings, hold on one thing, and I said is JFF getting assistance from Minister of Sports and Minister of Labour when it comes to this?
But it's not what I'm saying is that, like, without getting into details, it is not just who is helping. For
Yeah,
example,
I know, but
Marlon, let me tell you, whether you're the ministry of the Prime Minister, if your Nelson is Nellson, your father Nelson is Nellson, your grandfather Nelson is Nellsun, and all of you say that your father, grandfather, and son. It's not that easy, especially if the first one is dead. It takes a little time. That's what I'll say.
yeah, no, I know that. I remember the same issue with Andre Gray with the spelling
Yeah,
AR
so
and
sometimes
ER.
it's that, right? All right, so what about center back? So we have, let's say we work with 3 wing backs, 2 on the right and 1 on the left. What about the center backs? Do we go with who? Ethan Pinnock is definitely one, right? Who are the
I
others
am
around
concerned for the
Ethan?
other one.
Eh?
I am very concerned for the other one, man. I tell people that Damian Lowe moving to Philadelphia Union. Yes, people might say yes, he's going to a good team. It was a bad move because unless Cleason and Jack Elliott, these guys get injured, he's not going to break into the starting lineup because these guys are playing together 3 seasons. And if you notice, the 3 games that Philly has played in MLS, he hasn't featured. He's on the bench.
Yeah.
So he will be there still. King and Maps.
So you're going Mariappa, King, Lowe, and Pinnock.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'd have Latibo there if his paperwork are completed, as they say, if it's not there.
So what about the farmer, one of the first players to come? Used to captain center
Liam,
back as eh?
no, you know that Liam Moore is my playing about match
What about
sharpness.
Liam Moore?
As I said, match sharpness. Match
Could be an
sharpness, man, is
issue.
one.
Okay. So okay. And no, where's Harding at centre back
I think,
as a utility player?
and because if it was more than one game, I'd bring him, but because it's a one-off game, so it's like a final. So you're basically putting everything on this. So you're basically banking on it. It's a final to take us to the semi-final, basically.
Okay. So there's no space
But because
for Wes Harding in the team.
Is there space for you, Mannings? In your heart, is there space for West Harding in the team?
No, you go ahead on here. I have ulterior motives, so but all right.
Oh,
But
okay.
Mikey, what about your team? Your defender.
I have no space for West Harding.
Not a problem.
Okay. If Ethan Pinnock is available, definitely.
Yeah, man, Ethan Pinnock is available.
Okay. Yeah, Young King. It's 3 we're using, right? And Maps.
You know, you can't bring 3. You have to bring 4.
4.
Yeah.
Mr. King, Mr. Young King, young Richard namesake King.
Pinnock, Maps, and Ethan Moore.
Really? And he's not playing? Are you not bringing Damian
Liam Moore?
Oh, yeah, Damian Lowe, yeah. Because Ethan Moore just come back from injury. Damian Lowe. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because Ethan just come back from injury last week or week before last, right?
Ethan Pinnock come back from injury?
No, more. Liam Moore, sorry. Liam Moore.
Oh.
Liam Moore is referring to.
Yeah, just came back from injury.
I worry about Mariappa.
It's getting up there.
Yeah.
Likewise.
I think Mariappa have him final go around this year. After this Gold Cup, I think that is it for him. But we must give him a good send-off.
He may have had a good send-off. You never know. I think Ethan Pinnock, as far as the reason was is concerned, Ethan Pinnock, who's been outstanding alongside Bertie Mee for Brentford. He's been having a fantastic season. Richard King is someone who I've got plenty of time for. Very talented young player. But that centre half pairing, very important. You know that we've suffered with balls into the area, high balls across the area, crosses, and where we think there's safety in numbers with the likes of Liam Moore and of course Lowe being in the heart of the defence, we've come undone. So it's not a field and an area where I've got a bundle of confidence. What I'm confident is and happy about is that the likes of Ethan Pinnock still receives a warm, indeed rapturous welcome, because that is a player who can only serve Jamaica really well and in good hands with a good support system and good fan support as the 12th man. We have got a little star in the CONCACAF region. In fact, a big star. He's a quality defender. But as a system and as a back 4 or 5, we need to do better. We must do better if we are going to make serious inroads against the likes of Mexico, going into the Gold Cup, and of course on our long journey towards 2026.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All
And
right.
I want to get a quick word about Lowe.
Some people are talking about this player called Cummins. He's a captain for Veer. He came on in the last game and he played on the left side as centre back. Just came back. I think he went to the University of Nebraska. Can he
I
do
want to see
anything
more
to
from Mannings.
Yeah, you want to see more, right?
What level is he playing at? Is he playing in the USL or MLS?
No, he's in the JPL.
Oh, is that Fitzroy Cummings?
Yeah, Fitzroy Cummings.
They're United, am I right?
Yes. But he was at the University of Nebraska.
Okay, well, you might know, you and Marlon may know a little bit more about this gentleman. I mean, we're talking about, cutting it at the highest level at CONCACAF and then world level. If you feel that he's got the ability and the wherewithal to do that, then fair play to him. Quality will out. You can tell a good defender, hopefully. The eye test will do it. But Coach Jaime, it's over to the big man himself. Mr. Lowe, by the way, I think I disagree with Marlon to a degree. I think that going to the MLS, I saw him actually in action. I saw him still quick, still bruising. I think he could actually improve as a player. Some of his decision making, going in hard when he doesn't need to necessarily do so, going through for the ball and going through the player, that could prove a liability. I think he's got more talent than that, and hopefully he's got more intelligence and reasoning than what I've seen sometimes from him. But I think still he does have a future with the Reggae Boys, but he does need to be a tad less reckless and impose himself on the ground and in the air in a constructive manner for the Reggae Boys.
Yeah. Somebody just we didn't mention Jamai Topi. Is he in the record?
Maybe there was a reason for that. Maybe there was a reason for that, Manning's man. Maybe that was not a deliberate omission. I did have Jamal Topi's name on my sheet in front of me. I did not choose to call out Mr. Topi's name, not out of total disrespect, but is he that guy? Mikey Ballin, Marlo, is he that guy? Viewers and subscribers, is he the man that will fill your heart with confidence? I know at least one.
Who started with Lowe in the Mexico game? Was it Mariappa?
King. No, King got injured.
No, it was
King couldn't travel. It was Mariappa.
No, it was King. The rest was a home game, man. It was King and Lowe and King
Argentina.
Oh, Argentina.
It wasn't. It was Lowe and
Maps
and Mariappa.
Yeah, Topi. I think Topi have lot of
because King couldn't
development.
travel and Pinnock was injured.
Topi make some simple mistakes in the games I've seen him, national games. I haven't seen him in club games.
Topi started against Argentina with really?
Come on. Topi started against Cameroon.
Yes, against
Against
Cameroon.
Cameroon, man. It's not
Yeah,
Argentina.
it
Argentina
was
was more
Damian
a
Lowe and
Mariappa.
Mariappa that started in the Argentina game with Javi and Brown at
Yeah.
right back and Amari
And
Bell
Bell.
at left back.
Yes.
How did he quit himself, man, his man,
Ravel
in
and
that
DJ in
game?
the
Do you
middle.
recall?
Who?
Mr. Topi.
In the
No, he
Cameroon
didn't
game.
start. He played in the Cameroon game and he played well.
No, not in my opinion, man. They made a couple mistakes that could have cost us.
Yeah.
Well, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Diving.
The key thing is, will Topi, and as I said, the rest of the defense is got to be a collective effort. Jamaica are more than capable of making mistakes and falling asleep. But in football, conceding is so critical. Jamaica has a big problem when it comes to scoring goals. Defensively, it's meant to be one of the stronger areas of the Reggae Boys' game. But as we've seen, conceding just the one goal can be more than enough and do for us. But if we want to win games, concede one, you've got to score two. If you don't concede, then one goal can do it. But that balancing act, I think, will be very much put to the test going forward.
It's just to find the right person to play again, play beside Pinnock in this team. But I think the bigger issue we have, at least we have a little bit, is in midfield. What about if Deshaun Bernard is okay? Would you bring him into the team for a game like this, seeing that he has not played? Or you just, if he has the necessary paperwork, would you bring him in, or you would say, listen, it will be difficult to bring you into the mix for this game, and kind of hold out, probably for whatever camp we have after this Mexico game.
Well, man is man, I must say, man is man, I'm not familiar with Duchesne Bernard. Is that what you said?
Huh?
Is his name Duchesne Bernard? Is that this midfielder?
Yeah, Duchesne Bernard. He's not a midfielder, he's a defender.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that particular name, but what I would be at pains to comment on and state is that beware we don't add too many chefs to cooking the broth. I think a tight, solidified unit of tried and trusted players, and when I say tried and trusted, players that Coach Heimar, with his own eyes in training, and if it's word of mouth, so be it. But the key thing is to trust the players to get the job done, to work with the system. And I've been hearing a lot about this system. I know, man, you're very keen on systems of play and the definitions. I've been hearing a lot of people, well, in certain vlogosphere spaces, talking about 4-4-2, too rigid. You've got to go away from the 4-4-2. But if Coach Jaime wants a particular starting formation, he may require players who are listening to the coaching staff to play according to how he wants the game to be played. If it's a case of shooting from the cuff and going with players and working with their strengths and weaknesses and going with what they can work with best, that could lead to a problem or two. So I'm very much at pains to trust the process, and Coach Jaime, as a manager and a coach, it's vital to listen to what the coach is saying.
Yeah.
Very important. So whoever comes into the squad needs to be able to be ready to take the instructions to avoid any issues of miscommunication, which would only lead to poorer performances by the Reggae Boys. We don't want that. We want positive, encouraging performances where the best foot is put forward.
Yeah. All right. So, let's get to midfield, where I think we have some options in certain positions, but we are weak. I think Mikey had said that you'd bring like 3 midfielders. I think we need around 6
No,
around
I
6.
said 5.
5.
But my math was wrong, so you can carry 6.
6. All right. Who would be the 6 persons in midfield? Marlon, you want to go first?
Man, I'm still concerned about CDM, but DJ Ravel, right? Lambert is playing centre back now.
So like you're stuck already.
No, we're looking at it. it's the midfield is as I said, we are blessed with wingers, but in that midfield part, right? That's what I was asking about John Russell. John Russell would have been somebody who to come, 6'4", who can come and really impose himself there, right? But that's the second part. Lambert.
All
I
right.
have to go with Lambert there. Has experience.
Wow. That's three.
DJ.
Rafael DJ Lambert.
So in the middle of the park it's really difficult to pick. It's really difficult to pick players there. Speedy, I think we have gone past Speedy and these players now.
Okay. So who do you consider
I think
moving
Dylan has
Omari Hutchinson inside and bring a next winger? Like bring Paris and then move and make Omari Hutchinson one of your he can play in the number 10?
Yeah, he could be an option, but if you have him in there, if you're playing a 4-4-2, you need somebody who's competitive, who can go into tackle and win the ball for him, because he's not going to be that one to win the ball. He will be the ball handler there. In a 4-2-3-1 formation, I will definitely play him as a number 10. But for a 4-4-2, it's very risky.
What about Delano Splat? Can he get a look in?
I think for the squad in that part, because we are short in a box-to-back or a CDM, but as Mikey said, he's concerned about the CDM. We have been concerned from probably since Austin stopped playing. We have been concerned about that position, and we still haven't found anybody to fit it as yet. So I think Splat could put a name for himself there. I think that's one of our weakest part right now, in the middle of the field. I cannot go to Azteca with having Ravel and DJ playing that nigga, playing against Alvarez and
So
Romo and
would
these
you
guys in there
bring Lambert over
who are
Speedy?
gonna use the ball a lot. So we need
Somebody
somebody.
asking that. If you have a choice between Lambert and Speedy, who do you take?
Yeah.
Who do you take?
Speedy.
I take Lambert. I need somebody to tackle.
So Speedy don't tackle.
Huh?
Speedy
I don't want
tackle.
somebody to mark the lane. I want somebody to.
Would you put Damian Lowe in midfield in this game because it's a Mexican, or he doesn't have the kind of craft to play here?
So in have a discipline.
Okay.
Center back he will play.
Dre's asking about.
Remember saying that, especially the position. Remember say the position. You're gonna. What you asking about?
Dre's asking about the Harborview player.
As I said, if John Ross is available, he will be there.
Anglin. Jashan Anglin.
Which Harborview player?
Jashan Anglin.
No, sir.
Okay.
I think Anglin.
And what about the Tottenham player Dante Casanova, who will have his passport because he's in Jamaica seeking to sort it out now? Or is he,
Marlin Splat is ahead of Dante right now. Is two players that I've seen. Splat will be ahead of him for me. I think what Dante have over Splat is more combative. He will go into the tackle and stuff. But range of passing more to be a box-to-box. Dante, even the game the other night, if you realize, when Splat came on, Ravel went to play the holding role and let Splat play as a box-to-box. So that's why we're saying that Ravel is too deep. They have to understand the game.
Yeah. Okay.
But the middle part, it really hard. It really hard. I think anybody can put in a good performance tonight. We definitely make a Mexico play.
Yeah.
Dean Fraser, I don't think if Purcell didn't get called in the local squad that he's going to make the squad for Mexico. I don't see that happening. All right, go ahead, Mikey, and then let me see if I can. Yeah.
No, with the midfield, it's very difficult to pick the midfield. God, that's that over the last 5 years, 6 years, that's been Jamaica problem. God, the defenders always bypassing the midfield because midfield not put themselves in a position to reach the ball. So I'm going to have a no vote on this one on players. I leave that up to the coach. Him seeing all the players, so I leave that to the coach. Whatever six him pick, I will stick with it.
Uh, what say you, Richard, about the midfield?
Uh, I've got to join Mikey in that, and Marlon, and know that yourself. The midfield area for Jamaica has been a very difficult area to control. It's the engine room, of course, of any football team, most football teams, and having a CDM, if necessary, um, is just adds to it. We've seen Man United with Casemiro, the difference that Casemiro has made to a Man United team. We've got, as Arsenal fans, we've got Xhaka, we've got Thomas Partey in the midfield. Makes a big difference. For Liverpool, Fabinho makes a big difference. Jamaica, Speedy Williams has been a makeshift player in the midfield area. I was wondering if Speedy was still in the conversation, because we are not blessed with CDMs, players in the engine room and center of midfield that can get the job done with assurance. Bobby Reid, I think, should be in there. DJ, likes of DJ. Ravel, I think, should be playing higher up ideally. I think his best position ideally to bring the best flavor to Jamaican team and create more opportunities for the national team would be in a more attacking role as opposed to a deeper laying position. But it's a very frustrating area. Omari Hutchinson is someone who I've got a lot of time for. He seems a young, confident player, plenty of experience in terms of being with Chelsea for a while. I think he's gone out on loan elsewhere away from Chelsea. But Omari Hutchinson, thus far, I think could do a good job for the Reggae Boys. But it's a challenging area, without question or hesitation. Mr. Cephas, would you class Cephas as being in the midfield area, or is it more attacking, more the attacking parts of the game for the Reggae Boys?
Cephas is a winger.
All right, so away from the midfield. Yeah, man. Well, if that's the case, yeah. Omari Hutchinson, yeah, I think he would be probably so far the pick. The likes of Delano Splat, a little maybe too young at this juncture to make the cut. But again, Coach Heimer is the coach. He's going to be the one who's going to make these big decisions, and he'll know exactly what is required. And he will be engaging, no doubt, communicating with the players, listening to them, seeing how they operate in training, and of course in the matches. We've got one more game again against the Trinidad and Tobago and Soca Warriors. Let's see who can shine. But that CDM role, my lord, Anthony Grant, Cataract's got a bag of beating sometime for keep on bringing up the likes of Anthony Grant. But could that guy do a CDM job? The answer is yes. If we can see anyone nearly up to his standard and capable of doing the job, that can only benefit Jamaica. But it is area we're struggling in, no doubt about it. So let's trust the process and see what go on.
All right, wonderful, Richard. All right, let me say a couple of things now. So now we have talked about individual players. South Cry, here's what you can do. It's a show, we can't control, because people want to talk what they want to talk about. So if you believe that we should concentrate on what our real problems are, you just call in and say, listen, this is what we should be discussing. But you can't want people to use their time, their credit, their stuff, and talk about what you want to hear. The people need to speak about what they want to speak about. And then if you have something to say, you talk that. So call in and talk that. The line is open, nobody's there. The link is pinned. Take the link and come on and share your thoughts. You discuss the problem, and maybe people can have a discussion around it. All right. Now, my one of my thing is this. I believe Marlon, Mikey, and viewers, and thanks to all of you who have been watching. We have around 15 minutes to go, right? And then I'll give you some details about later and all of that. All right. Here's my thing, Marlon. I think the fact that the coach will have the players like close to 4 days before Mexico will make a huge difference. I say that because when I looked at what he was able to do in the Mexico games, it's not Mexico, the Argentina game and the Cameroon game with
One training
limited
session.
time. Yeah?
Argentina one training session, so
Yeah, one training session. The Cameroon game, he said he only had one training session. But he had better quality for the Argentina game in terms of personnel. I think the fact that he will have more time before the Mexico game is very good. I also think what will benefit him is that we have Ethan Pinnock, who has been on good form, Bobby Reed, who has been on very good form, Mikel Antonio started scoring, DJ has been looking a little better recently, and Leon Bailey, though he has been up and down, playing well for the most part. Javian Brown has been playing well since the
yeah.
start of the leagues here. So I think like some of those things, and even Amari Bell has been playing well. So when you look at the players' league form, the fact that the coach will have some time with them, I think we could be in for a good performance from the team because the coach will have more time to work with them before this Mexico game. And I think that is going to help. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, one is, one key component where you say Andre Blake missing from the leadership role here. It's gonna be a big miss. It's gonna be a big miss. Did you get any information on Korea Adai? Did he get his documents sorted out?
No, his paper, as far as I know, his paperworks are not sorted. Last time I heard, and that was in this year.
So it's basically down to faster wait on night and boys clock.
Yeah.
But Marlon, what do you think about what management said with the 4 days, around 4 days preparation? Do you think that will make a big difference to the Reggae Boys' hopes?
It will. Cause guess what? Remember now, what I've noticed with the coach, and I show somebody in the game that the defenders, the back four, even at night where they're out of position, they were moving in sequence. Everybody was moving in one flat line. So even the time when the Trinidad and they got the break, and all four of them went in one line, so they basically got the guy offside. Even the ball that came through, where Foster came and took out the striker. If you notice, everybody was in one line, but the long ball came through King. They're hesitant and the ball beat both of them. So he has really put his sprint on them there. So having more time now, especially with the established players, it will be much easier for him to really put in what he's doing.
El Granero is here, which is probably a very good point. In the absence of Blade, do you think it is important, like a Mariappa, players to kind of be that vocal leader in the back line, to organize and to help with the communication and stuff? Is that necessary, or as good as he would communicate, his legs will be a problem?
Well, panelists, could you just summarize how well did Mariappa perform in the game against Trinidad and Tobago?
Richard, let me ask a question, and then answer my question. You're asking my panelists a different question when I ask. If you answer my question first.
Richard,
Richard,
go ahead, Marlon.
No, hold on. I'm running a show.
Yes, you are, and wonderfully well.
Hold on. My question was,
yes,
in the absence of Andre Blake,
yes,
the leadership of Mariappa necessary, even as a vocal leader, though his legs may not keep. Then you then respond by asking the panel a completely different question.
I will disagree at this junction. I'll tell you very briefly why. Because the question I am reflecting upon is Adrian Mariappa's influence more effective, Mikey? You know that this is the reason, boss. Yes, sir. Is it more effective on the pitch or off the pitch in the training circles, or to play a bit part on the pitch and then off the pitch. So this is why I'm asking about his performance. And as you said, does he still have the legs? Sometimes experience, vocal experience. Danny Alves for Brazil during the World Cup in Qatar was there for a bag of experience that he brings. How much game time did he get? Not much game time, but his experience was invaluable in the eyes of Chiche, the Brazilian coach at the time. It was invaluable for the squad. So Mariappa, he may not have the legs to get the job done over a Mexican team, for example, over the course of 90 minutes, but maybe he's got a part to play for half or more of a game to be substituted, or he may not be a starter, but as part of the squad, he brings a bag and wealth of experience, coolness, and various other qualities. Camaraderie can be enhanced. And Coach Jaime has a player who has been there, done that, experienced failures, experienced success, and that could be a very important component as far as the Reggae Boys under Coach Jaime is concerned. Hence my question.
Okay, so it would be nice if you answer the question first. That's all I'm saying, Richard. Give the other panelists an opportunity to answer the question. And then when that is done, then you ask your question. So let's go through this again. So, Mikey, any response to the question that I asked? You're muted.
Maps is about somewhere around 36, 37 now. I don't think we have the legs to play a whole game up in Mexico there. So maybe he's a good leader, like for him can teach young King a trick or two and in the training ground and really help him along. But I'd more go with King than I would go with Maps to start. My thing is what I was thinking while you asked the question was who went captain the team if Maps is not on the field and if Lowe is not on the field.
Oh, that's a good question.
And Blake is not on the field. I saw Ravel wearing. I said Ravel got the ban when Maps came off. So
that's a very good question. What
about
Leon Bailey?
Leon Bailey should be the captain. That is the person should be the captain.
Okay.
So good shot. Yeah, Leon Bailey should captain the team.
Yeah. All right. So Richard, back to your question now. You see how we do it, Richard? So you want to ask your question now, and then I'll see if I can give a
How did Adrian Mariappa perform in the game against Trinidad and Tobago while he was on the pitch?
I think the entire team played poorly from defense. There were many simple technical mistakes that were made, including Mariappa. But while he was on the field, we never conceded. The moment he came off, we conceded. Now that there may be correlation, but not causation. Nonetheless, when you look at it like that, maybe just his leadership out on the field was important in getting the game and the team organized. And him going off may have led to that. So that's how I assess his performance. But for me, like I said, the entire team was poor. And everybody, for me, got a failing grade. The most anyone could get is a 5, which is average. Yeah.
Wow. Management, am I allowed to ask a question at this juncture?
Yeah, man, I just answered one, but you can go and ask a next question.
Yeah, man, you answered it, and I appreciate the answer. I don't know if that means the long and short of it is for you, Adrian Mariappa would start or wouldn't. You can answer that question given the chance. I wanted to ask you, who or what do you attribute that 0-1 scoreline and vitally performance or lack of performance to? Is it the coach? Is it the 12th man? Or is it the players themselves who underperformed or were outperformed by the opposition, the Soca Warriors? What do you attribute that performance at Catherine Hall to? Of course, you can throw in the pitch if you want. There's a bag of excuses we can reach for. What would you reach for and what did you reach for? Where some people are saying it's a 7-0 coming up.
No, all right. So one person. Let's say some people. One person predicted that scoreline. All right. So let's not say people. like it's a person, right? A person is one, just one person, and we all know that. I mean, big up Cataract. That Cataract is he's an ultra. He never believes that Jamaica will lose. Yeah, you have those kind of fans. There are fans that there's a gentleman that supports Arsenal called Ty. That I mean, whenever Arsenal loses a game, there is an issue with the referee. When Arsenal wins a game, there's an issue with the referee. There are people like that. So, Cataract was a person who says it, not people. One person. All right. A lot of persons thought we would win the game, and that was just based on the name of the players, right? I think a lot of that was, well, this is a good enough squad. The team lost the game because the team, they had not played together. These are players playing, making their debut. That's it. Making their debut. That's it. And the coach said it. All of those questions were answered already. Um, he said it in the interview. When the player went long, the ball was played short. When the ball was played short, the play wanted it short, it was played long. So there's a lack of chemistry and cohesiveness with the team, and that is because they had not played enough games together, and that's just it's not the field because both teams were on the same field. Will it change? It may not even change today. It may not even change today because he did say that you may see players who never played in the first game playing in this game.
So we're going back to debut players again.
I think like for example Tyler Roberts may start if Dante Casanova gets his paper. He may start. I think we may see Tope in the defense. We may see Anglin in midfield. I think we may see at least one of those forwards not starting. We may see a different goalkeeper because the truth is he's not going to have, after the Mexico game, he's not going to have time to see some of the players again. So how, and I think that is the issue. How do you look at the players and still preserve or win the game? It's really a difficult place to be in. And I just think like this game, I expect us to play better. I expect Trinidad to play better. But I could see us also losing. Not because we play bad, but because there's a lack of cohesiveness with the team. But we will probably see players that we think deserves to be a part of the setup going forward because they're going to play better and a better surface in the team. So that is my so there are no excuses really, but that is my take on the game. I don't know, how do you see it, Marlon?
But I'm looking for changes because as I thought yesterday, I was on JD and I was telling person who asking about starting lineup. I said I'd have gone with Tyler Roberts to start, right? Being you bring him from the UK here, you want to see what he can offer, right? Anglin, you want to see what he can do. I would like to see some more Fitzroy comments, right? I think I will have starting with Maps to see what they can do. Start Staple, because for the first half, the 45 minutes, Sule were there. Kylie had him all over the place, right? So I think Staple look more stable as a right back, and you see a little understanding between him and Hutchison, right? So he will be my right back choice of start. Lambakis back again. Jamal away for goalkeeper. Splat and Anglin, I will try them. Right? If Maps is not starting, Ravel will start. You need somebody, you need a leader on the field. You need a leader on the field. But if I'm starting a young defender, I need somebody experienced with him to guide him around there. And that's where, Maripa came off say, but I want him to play, because guess what? he was the only one in the back line who was talking.
That's what I'm thinking, that he's going to
Right.
play one of those guys with maps, because I feel like you have to play, at least for the start of the game, Mariappa and Ravel in the game. Just for the like Ravel need to lead in the top half of the field. Maps need to lead in the defensive area of the team. So
Yeah.
I almost think like he has no choice but to have, and that is why I think Ravel stayed. So if he took off Ravel, Maps would have played the
Yeah. Well,
entire game.
and Mannings, if you see his experience, I saw when Jamal Williams got away against him 1-on-1 and he was going wide. He didn't engage him. He know the play have to come in. That's the one he just went across with his body and let the ball go to the keeper. He know he don't have that leg speed again. Right. The only mistake he made on the field, the second half, the one that he running for the header and the ball, what's the striker name? He let the ball bounce over both of them head. That's the only mistake he made on the field there.
Yeah.
But he used his experience and he was communicating with King. I was communicating with the wing backs there. So when he came off, if you notice how the goal scorer, Lambakisa got caught up there because we had the Tunis under pressure. And
It was
the one pass.
Lambakisa or was it Staple?
No, Lambakisa was up. So remember, so the ball passed on the left hand side. You know? So
Oh,
King
yeah,
is Cummings and King are advancing. Right? I'm not going to blame Stapler now. Because both centre half should be advancing for the one ball. It's one pass beat them. You know?
Yeah, because I think, and that was right after Maps came off. I felt
Yeah,
like
right
the
away come off. 2
positioning,
minutes after.
the defensive positioning was poor because the
2 minutes,
leadership wasn't there.
2 minutes as he came off.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be as I said, the players are there. I think I saw Dante was training with them yesterday. If the paperwork is work, but I don't know how fit he is.
Okay. Let me see. Caller. Yeah, man. Afternoon. Hold on. I just want to make. You hearing the caller?
No.
Okay, they're not hearing it. So let me. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, but you have to tell the baby to keep silent, though.
So my pick the starting 11 as I release 7-4. I will use a 4-2-2-2-2.
All right. Are you a start? Are you? Let me just say to you, that is not going to happen. But are you a starting 11 still? So go on.
4-2-2-2-2.
So why would you pick something that you know not going to be used? I don't understand that.
Because based on the quality, the type of player we have, we could use that formation.
But you think, let me ask you this: you think it is realistic that the coach will do that?
Realistic?
Yeah. So why? That's what I'm saying. So why? What? Go ahead. Still, do you think?
All right. So the keeper will be with. The back line will be Lambokisa, Mariapa, and Topi, because I feel he's gonna bring in Topi to see more. Right back would be Staple. Defensive midfield would be Harvey and Mr. Splat. Now, the attacking midfield would be Omar Hutchinson and Ravel Morrison, and top would be Tyler Roberts, and Whisper. So I feel that formation will be best suited, in my opinion.
So 4 defenders, 2 midfielders.
2 defensive midfielders, 2 attacking midfielders, and 2 forwards.
Who are the 2 attacking midfielders?
Omar Hutchinson and Ravel Morrison.
Okay. And who are the 2 forwards?
Whisper and Mr. Roberts, Tyler Roberts.
So who is going to cover the spaces on the flank in front of the defenders? when we defended.
You see that? You ever see Aston Villa use that
Me not,
formation before?
no.
You watch a Man U game when they beat them 3-1?
Yeah, they never use that formation.
Yeah, that's what the formation they use. Check it back.
No, me check it.
4-2.
Yeah.
Check it back. That's the formation they use. Check it back. Check it back. That's the right formation they use. Check it back. I swear, check it back and you see. With
Yes,
Leon
yes.
Sir. All right. So what happened is that sometimes I think we probably look at how things are on when we see the starting 11. So let me tell you, Aston Villa uses a 4-4-2. But what they do, so let me tell you how it works. Cavaliers uses the formation sometimes, but let me tell you what they do. They play with what they call 2 number 8s. And so because they play with 2 number 8s and 2 CDMs, we just go by the numbers. So we say, okay, 2 number 8s, because it is 2 number 8s, it's 2 number 6, it's 2 center forwards, it is 4-2-2. Right? But all right, so when Leon Bailey plays in that Aston Villa formation, Leon Bailey don't play, he plays as a secondary striker, right? He plays behind, he doesn't play beside. So it's really, if you go by that, it's really one number 9. Leon Bailey plays almost like a false 9 in the second position. All right, watch this.
So you. Alright.
Huh?
Wait, no,
Yeah.
as I was saying, I know Tyler Roberts would play the second striker role. Would that be like a free role to say? But that's not because I don't support Tyler Roberts. I would have to put it right there and say he's just a striker. No, because Tyler Roberts, I don't think Tyler Roberts is an out-and-out striker.
All right. So what happened is that you see a 2 number 8 when you're defending, they don't stay in the number 8 position. So when you what I'm saying to you is that when you're attacking, because you're attacking through the middle, you leave the players on the flank to come forward. So what all I'm saying to you, what I'm saying to you is that many times there are 2 things in football. There is the position and the role. And all I'm saying is that sometimes because people see the roles, people think that is the formation. So for example, what formation Arsenal uses?
Arsenal using a 4-3-3.
Huh?
Arsenal is using our 4-3-3 with a flat midfield.
Does Arsenal play 4-3-3 when they play though?
No, they play a 4-2-1.
All right.
4-2-3-1.
All right, but and where even Zivchenko play when we attacking? Zivchenko, yeah. He come.
He's a left back.
But when we attacking, he doesn't play left back though. He plays as a CDM.
No, he come into midfield.
All right.
He come into midfield,
All
and
right.
I think Mr. Party come back.
All right. So he's
to cover the space behind.
So his role changes.
Yes.
All right. So the point I'm making is that with Aston Villa, what you have done is identify the roles because they have 2 number 8, 2 strikers, 2 CDM. We say what they do is that they play 4-2-2-2. But what they actually play is a 4-4-2, but they use 2 number 8s and they use 2 CDMs and 2 strikers.
Okay,
so the roles they play, the roles that they play is different from the formation that they are in.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but it's basically the same thing. But what I'm saying is that the quality of Ravel and Mr. Hutchinson is that they are very good ball carriers, right? And we don't really need a winger if we have very good ball carriers. And the CDM side would have protect us when we're defending. That's what I say. That's why
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But I understand that. But how? All right. So I'm just trying. So, and I can only talk from what I learn in learning to coach teams. That when you attack, there are two of the key attacking the core principles. Is to create width and depth. So you when you're attacking, you'll often hear that you need to go wide, meaning because that is the easier way you can create space. So if we have those players playing all inside, then we have no width on the outside, which is right. So that's what I'm saying to you, that when you see a formation like that, when the team is attacking, somebody actually goes out wide. Like even Leon Bailey, like even in the Aston Villa formation, Leon Bailey will still drift as a right winger and make Coutinho come in. So they end up being in a different, because you still have to create width and depth when you're attacking. So all I'm saying is that sometimes in football, when we reason football, all of us, we sometimes misunderstand what is the formation different from the the roles that the players play.
Yeah, I understand the rules, It's right. I understand the rules. And the reason why I picked this formation and right, I feel this formation will work is because it can easily change into multiple formations. Understand?
Okay.
Because if Tyler Roberts go wide, which he is very quick, and Mr. Richards go wide and allow the midfielders to step up, we have a good attacking option and can either spread and attack through the middle, or we can attack wide. Understand?
Yeah, but what the issue you have with that is, and that is why sometimes, because remember, all right, so they tell you, when you're learning to coach the game, that's what what is the most basic formation in football? 4-2-2. You know why? Because it easily changes into many things.
Yes.
Because watch this, you can easily
4-2-2 or 4-4-2? 4-2-2, 4-4-2. You said 4-2-2. All right.
4-4-2 is a basic. Right. So what happened is that it's so easy to change. Right? It just take, if you can play it in the diamond, you can play it in the flat, you can play it with inverted, all of those things. So what you will see is that a team that you say when Aston Villa is in that shape attacking,
yes,
they actually don't play like I said, 2-2-2-2-2. That's not the structure of the team. But when they're attacking, they could use it. Yeah, right. So that's all I'm saying to you. Don't confuse the role with the formation still. Yeah. And what I'll do, because I've heard people say this before. Yeah. So so here's what I'm going to do, right? I am going to get after the games, I'm going to get a UEFA pro license coach to explain this. Understand me? So that yeah. But listen, Carla, respect for the call, Good start in 11. I don't agree with some of them. I think that Dexter's supposed to play right back still. I think we'll get the best out of him. But yeah, Dexter Lembikisa to play right back.
Okay, yeah. Just really make me know him as a left back. That's why I think one thing that really mash up your football in our chemistry as well is that we put in room square into road and like what you guys say wrong for me. We don't put them where they're supposed to work. So that is another thing that I never like. So that's why I really read off of the capabilities of the players we have. So I know and the best players that we have. those are the players that I really feel like are the best players that we have now.
But top striker just said something. Top striker just said, listen, the coach just came in. He has to work with the most basic formation. All right, Richard. Listen, Carla, we have to run. We have to run. And I see all Narthan calling, but we have to run because we have to try and give the people some information about what will happen later. We have to go try and see if we can reach X place and then we have to end up go bam, town place and all of them things. Yeah. Yeah, man, bless up, man. Cool. Yeah, go ahead, Marlon, you know that I and I are going to have to, people, join the channel, 6:30. If you can't make it to the national stage. All right? You understand that, don't Marlon?
Come on.
You understand?
What are you leaving out?
You know this brother named Unseen saying he want travel with me, so me go shout him and find out. You want to roll with me? Yeah?
I'm going to leave 4 o'clock. Brother.
Early. Oh, yeah. I have to leave early, so I'll call him and find out what him thinks. Because we need to go up there and set up certain things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Me shorter.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right. All right. That's a big deal then. So yeah, man. So we'll talk. So just in a couple of hours, it'll short missing. So people, we're going to try to see if we can arrange this. But join the channel 6:30 this evening. You understand me? You don't know, and we'll see what we can do. We're going to see how best we can make things work. All right. Big up to all the people from Trinidad as well. You get carried live. I don't understand some of these things, you know. Yeah. All right. So 6:30. See what we can do. Understand me? Big up to everyone. People, hit the like button before you go. All right. Hit the like button before you go. You understand me? If you have not yet subscribed, also subscribe to the channel. You understand me? Big up to all the persons. Big up to military coaches. This Ryan up you know. Dre Any Weather Sports. Reggae Boys commentary. This and that. Unseen Sports TV. We max it. All of the vloggers and big up on yourself. You understand me? Much money. Don't have any drive. All right. Big up yourself, Alex. You gotta go and wait for and drive, man. Get an Uber. All right. So bless up one and all. I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. We'll be back later. Hit the note. People, make sure you have the notification bell on so you can get the update for later. All right. Bless up. I'm Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. High quality, hybrid. It will be better than before. Better. Let me tell you, so the quality going to be good. Top class quality. And Management is going to be on commentary. Up. All right. And nonetheless, you know, we are the ticket for the commenters. Who want ticket, man? Listen, we're gonna have tickets, man. Right at the Bob Marley statue up at the stadium, so reach right this side, you're gonna see Unseen. Bam, bam, bam. And we just give ticket. People, a whole per ticket we give away, you know. We all have ticket at the match where people don't come last time, you know. And we have ticket for this game, so people don't ramp with the thing, you know, when we are giving a ticket, you know. I have enough ticket to give away, you know. We'll buy them and we give them. Thanks to all of the persons who, you understand me, allowed us to get the tickets there. So bless up. I'm Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. You know, it gets to this point of the show, we say we are over and we are O-U-T.